feel kind of weird just because I'm just like, I done met your son already. Now I'm meeting your sister. This is a whole trip now, and I'm meeting your whole family. I put some long press-on nails on, y'all. Longer than I usually do, so I'm just all like extra with it. Anyways, guys, my name is Gina Jyneen. Welcome back to my channel if you are a returning subscriber. But baby girl, if you new here, my name is Gina Jyneen. I like to think of myself as your thick best friend. If you're a little younger now, maybe I'm your thick auntie. Maybe so. You could be my niece and nephew. But anyway, we have a little story time today. I'm going to do my hair and get ready for bed. Sounds crazy, but yes, I will be doing my hair and then getting ready for bed because baby, it is 10:15 at night. And while I do my hair, I will be telling you guys this story time. But first, we gotta get to our sponsor. Okay, because this story would not be possible, it would not be brought to you if it wasn't for our sponsor, Beauty Forever Hair. I've been promoting with them for a while now. Other YouTubers have promoted them and they have a really nice, good quality hair. So in your package, you do get a little goodie bag. There's earrings in here, lashes, a little edge brush, wig thing, a couple of things that you need to lay your wig, you know. Then of course, you get your unit. This is how their units come packaged, just in a plastic bag. And as you see, this is me taking it straight out the bag. So I have not washed this hair. I have not bleached any knots. I have not done anything to this unit. So when you see me put this unit on, this is a fresh out the box application, okay? That's what I love to do. I don't slay wigs. I don't do some kind of tricks and all that to have your wig melted to look like it's growing out. I don't know how to do all that. If you want to see that, this is the wrong channel, okay? I'm gonna show you how to put your wig down the easy way, and you still gonna get compliments, okay, baby girl? Okay. All right, so this is how my unit looks. It has highlights in it. Super pretty. I love the color. Goes good with my skin tone. It is a 20-inch wig. I will have the details all down below, the link to their website, the link to this unit, as well as a coupon code. I'm gonna do a little off camera, I'm gonna do a little on camera, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna chat. Okay, so off camera, I did pluck the hairline and I did spray the inside of my cap, as well as my wig band and wig cap. I sprayed it with airbrush legs. If you don't want to bleach your knots, girl, you don't have to. Get you some airbrush legs, spray your cap, and spray the inside, and it looks like you bleached your knots. Like, you're not gonna be able to tell, no one's gonna be able to tell that you didn't bleach your knots, okay? So you just spray it, let it dry for a few minutes. Mine is still a little bit wet, but we're gonna work with it. And I can link this down below. They do come in different colors. My color I use is medium, okay? But if you're used to bleaching your knots, then go ahead and continue to do that. If it works for you, this is just easier so you can take it straight out the bag and get going. And if you're interested in my wig band, I use a wig band for all of my wigs. I don't do bald cap method with my stocking caps. I don't glue my stocking caps down. I put on 2 stocking caps to protect my hair. I put on my wig band, and that's it, because I usually don't sleep with the wigs on. I don't. And if I do, it is very It is the first time I got flued out. Very first time I got flued out. Before we get started with the story time, I'm gonna pop a little definition over here of what flued out means, because a lot of people get confused and think being flued out is when your long distance relationship flies you to where they're at, where you're in town, dude you've been communicating with, situationship, y'all fly out together somewhere. When someone that you've been talking to for a good amount of time flies you out to see. Flued out is literally someone who you meet. Y'all might have just a couple of conversations, that's it, nothing major, and they fly you to see them, and they want to see what's up, have fun for the weekend. You get flued out for the weekend, as the city girls say. This story takes place a good, oh my God, 15 years ago, before social media, before flued out had a name, before it was easy for men with money, celebrities, industry dudes, ball players, whoever was just able to just slide in your DM and say, hey, I like you, what's up? You know, what's your information? I'm gonna book you a flight to come see me. It's before all of that, okay? I don't remember exactly how old I was. I was either 23 or 24 when this story took place. And I always equate to when I had my really bad car accident. I had a horrible car accident at the age of 25, and this was before that. So I was 23 or 24. Okay, so this story starts with this girl who I was hanging out with, and we're going to name her Lyric. So Lyric, she was older than me. Like I said, I was like 23 at the time. Lyric was like 27, 28. The way that I met Lyric, I didn't even meet her like out on the club scene. I didn't meet her through any friends or anything. I was at the mall shopping and she saw me and she stopped me and she was just like, wow, girl, you are so pretty, da 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 da. You from Houston? And we just got to talking. We exchanged phone numbers and I started hanging out with her. And it was weird because I'm like, I've never seen her on the club scene. I'm like, she fly. She was like real curvy, had a big booty. And this was back, I told you guys, this was about 15 years ago. This was back before all the girls was having snatch waists and big booty. She was just naturally like a thick stallion. And Lyric had money, okay? So Lyric was one of those girls who, she didn't go out to clubs. She didn't do like the regular club. She's not gonna just sit there, you know, with regular folks. Lyric had money. Lyric was just on a whole other level. So I started hanging with Lyric, and of course at this time I'm 23, I'm broke. You know, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I had just got kicked out of the college program that I was in. I was working at Marshall's at this time, y'all. Marshall's, yes. So Lyric was just like that big sis, kind of like, who was like, I'm gonna show you the ropes. Like, you're gonna hang out with me because you're fly, you're pretty, and I'm just gonna show you a little something different outside of these club scenes. Cause at that time I was going out like 5 nights a week. I'm going to the club, I'm going to the after party, I'm doing pre-party, I'm doing everything, and I'm trying to get in for free, and I'm trying to get free drinks. Like, I'm just living that young, struggling chick life. If you guys can relate, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, okay? So Lyric was like, no, I only go to industry parties, I only go to private parties, I only do NBA parties. And I'm gonna pop a picture of Lyric over here on the side. I'm not going to show her identity, but this is a picture of me and her together at an outing. So Lyric was like, girl, we're going to this all-white party. Wear your cutest, don't wear no leggings, don't wear no pants. She was like, girl, put on a dress. It was like, it's a NBA charity party. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was nervous. I'm like, an NBA charity. I'm like, how much money do I have to bring? Like, is this gonna be an expensive thing to get into? It just sounds like it's gonna be expensive and this and that. She's like, girl, this is a charity party. She was like, there's nothing but wealthy people here. She was like, you don't need to bring anyone if you don't want to. She was like, the drinks are free, the food is free, you don't have to pay for anything, you just come. And I'm like, okay, girl. So Lyric came and picked me up. And like I said, Lyric had money. So she had a brand new Cadillac Escalade, Cadillac Escalades at this time, this is the early 2000s, y'all. Cadillac Escalades was like the truck to have. Like all of the D-boys drove Cadillac Escalades. And here little Lyric is driving her Cadillac Escalade with her Rolex watch on. She had on a diamond neck. Like Lyric had money, okay? I don't know what she did for a living. I don't even think she worked. I can't remember, but Lyric had bread. So if you guys get where I'm going with this, you just already know. So we go to this. Sorry, y'all. I done tweezed some of my part, and I'm just pulling the hair out. And when we walk in, everybody like knows her. It was crazy. Like, I'm seeing a lot of ball players. I'm seeing a lot of dudes who look like ball players. They're like 7 feet tall. I'm just assuming. She's like, hey, hey. She's hugging everybody. Everybody knows her. Then like this group of girls had walked up to her and was like, girl, what's up? Da, da, da. And she was like, this is my friend Gina. Y'all meet her. And they were all just like so fly. Like, I'm just looking at them like they're like, how do I even can be with them? Like they're that fly. And I'm just here in my little $12 dress, my tiny little mini Christian Dior purse that I bought that I literally spend the last of my paycheck on. I bought a mini oblique Christian Dior purse and I literally spent my entire paycheck on it. And here these girls are in Chanel, Fendi shoes, like head to toe, just got their makeup done for the party. And there was like people of all ages there. It wasn't just people like in their 20s like us. There was a lot of people there in like their 40s, 50s, like retired ball players. I guess like some type of like execs, and because there was white people there. It was just one of those, if you've ever been to one, you know what I'm talking about. It's not like a club, like it's not like ratchet music and girls popping their coochie. It's not like that. It's very high class, okay? So we enjoy ourselves at the party. We're there, we're like, okay, let's leave a little bit early and then we can go to like a lounge or like a club because we don't wanna just be here all night. We just came, we peeped the scene, we was there for about an hour, hour and a half, got a little tipsy, got our eat on, and then we're leaving. So as we are walking to her car, her big body Escalade, I see a red Bentley pull up. It doesn't really just pull up, it kind of drives by us slow and then skirt, speeds off. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walk around to the passenger side, I get in, then I see the red Bentley make a U-turn and come back. It's like, oh shoot, he done came back. I'm thinking he gonna holler at Lyric. Cause like I told you, Lyric had money. Lyric had confidence. She was fine, had her hair done, makeup done, like she was bad. She was a bad chick. So when he gets out the car, I just see like this 6'3", 6'4" dude, sunglasses on, whole look like a Versace outfit that he was wearing, real just gaudy, just real bright, had his jewelry on. And he walks over to little old me and I'm just like, hey, what's up? You know, what's going on? And here he go with his thick accent. He had a thick New York accent. He was just like, you know, you look good. He was like, were you in the party? And I was like, yeah, I was. And he was like, yeah, I was just about to run up in there real quick and show my face and just leave. I'm in town literally just for this event and da-da-da, what you guys gonna do after? And I'm just like, well, me and my homegirl, we were trying to find like a little spot to go to after. We don't really know yet, whatever. He was like, well, give me your information. So he asked for my, this just let you know the time it was. He asked for my email and my phone number, okay? Like I said, this is the early 2000s. This is before social media. This is before texting and all that. And this is a long time ago, okay? So gave him my email, gave him my phone number. Bet, okay, cool. He was like, I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna holler at you. So I don't talk to him for the rest of that weekend. So Monday hits, and I get a call and it's him. So he's like, you know, what you do? Tell me about yourself. And I'm just like, oh, you know, I just work and, you know, I have one child and this and that. I'm 23 and da-da-da-da. And so then I asked him about himself and we're just gonna call him, we're gonna give him the initials. We're gonna call him RJ, okay? We're gonna call him RJ. So RJ was like, you know, I used to be in the NBA. I played for, I think he said like 8 years, 10 years. He was like, now just I work in the background now. He was like, I do like a lot of recruiting for colleges. He was like, I even work with NBA scouts and da-da-da. He was like, I go out and I, you know, meet potential players, potential draftees, if that's even a word. He was like, I go out and, you know, I watch them play. I talk to their family. So anyway, so he played in the NBA. He's now retired and he works behind the scenes now, still in the field. RJ is a lot older than me. Like I said, I'm 23. So at the time, he was in his late 30s. I can't remember his exact age, but he was like 37, between 37 and 39. I just remember he was in his late 30s. I'd love to, you know, really like get to know you and see, you know, what's up. He was like, would you come out here to New York? And I'm like, yeah, I would come to New York. I've never been to New York before. So me, I'm trying to like hold my excitement back. So I'm like, a man wants me to come to New York? Like a man wants me to come out of town and see him? Like, this is just odd to me. This is weird. I've never experienced this before. Okay, y'all, so we gotta do a little pause in the story. So I am going to use some of my Gots to Be holding spray, and I'm gonna just spray this around the perimeter of my hair to just hold my edges down, because even though I don't glue my wigs down, I gotta have a little something just to at least hold them in place, okay? My bad, y'all. My camera overheated and I had to cut it off, but all I did was just spray my edges down with the Gots to Be, and then I put my little elastic band over top of my edges. So I don't even remember where I had left off in the story. Lord, I think I was telling you guys that we had probably only had like 2 phone conversations and maybe like 2 emails, because he was like, send me some pictures of you. He was like, I remember you're beautiful, but he was like, you know, send me some pictures of you. So I sent him pictures of me through the email, and like I said, it really wasn't like a text thing back then. He had a BlackBerry phone. If you guys remember Blackberries were like business phones back then, so you can like email, like, because I was sending him pictures through my computer and he was getting them on his BlackBerry phone. So no like scandalous, risque pictures, nothing like that, just like literally like selfies, you know. So anyway, so we were, like I said, it was like the second phone conversation, and he was like, you know, I want to see you. It had been probably like, I don't know, a week and a half since I had met him. So he was like, you know, send me your information and I'm going to send for you. Here's giving me Beyonce. This is giving me Beyonce of the early 2000s. And it fits the era that we're discussing right now. But, so yeah, so like a week after that was when he booked the flight for. So I told my sister, I told my mom, and I told my aunt. Those are the only 3 people that I told. My mom was like nervous. She was just like, you know, Gina, you don't know him. We don't know him. We don't even know what he looks like. You've never been to New York. Like, just please, just be safe, be safe. My sister was pretty much on the same note too. She was just like, girl, I cannot believe you're doing this. Like, you're crazy. Like, I wish I can go with you. So I'm like, but no, I'm a big girl. I'm grown. I'm 23. Like, I'm grown now. Like, I can do stuff like this on my own. The time comes, I pack my bag, and I told him beforehand. He was like, do you want to stay with me or do you want a hotel? And I told him, I was like, I'll feel more comfortable in a hotel because I don't know you. I don't want you to just be thinking just things about to go down. Like, I don't want to stay with you. Like, no, I want a hotel. And he was like, cool, bet. I'm gonna book you a hotel. Here's your flight information. I'm like, okay, cool, sounds good. Like, this is perfect. So I get there, I get to New York, and I done forgot what this motherfucker looked like, okay? Like I said, I done met him at night. I was a little tipsy. He had sunglasses on, and I was really just paying attention to the Bentley. And also, when he was asking me to email him selfies of myself, I ain't asked him to send nothing back. Like a dumbass, okay? So when he picks me up and he's like, I have on a red Sean John sweatsuit and you're gonna see me, I'm gonna be by baggage claim. When I get by baggage claim, I see this man walking up. This man that looked like he like in his 40s. And 23-year-old me looking at a man in their 40s was like, ooh. So I just see a man, he has the biggest smile on his face approaching me. And he was like, what's up, Gina? It's RJ. Y'all, my heart sank. I was like, he's so ugly. Oh my God, he's so ugly in the daylight without the sunglasses. And I don't see that Bentley no more. He was just not attractive, y'all. And I was like, okay, Gina, you out here already? You have got to make the best of it. You gotta look past the little wolf face. You gotta look past that he just looked like somebody pawpaw. You gotta look past that you didn't think he lied about his age. He's really 40-something years old. And no, I did not Google him. Did I Google him? I don't remember if I don't think I Googled him. Y'all, I was young, and y'all just gotta understand, I'm young, dumb. The whole, like, how we are in, like, the world of technology, it was not like that in the early 2000s. You just have to really think. Like, I didn't have any social media. There was no Facebook. Facebook may have been out, but I didn't have any social media in the early 2000s. Like, it was just, I just had to go off of what he told me, what I remember he looked like. You know, it wasn't, you just, the things that we do now, in this day and age of technology, we just didn't do back then. So I just have to put that as a disclaimer out there. So he's unattractive to me. You know what I'm saying? He's fly, don't get me wrong. He had on his Sean John sweatsuit, had his jewelry on. He grabbed my luggage and he's like, give me a kiss. Y'all, when he said, give me a kiss, I about died. I was like, oh my God, this nigga wants a kiss the second he sees me. First of all, I'm like, I don't want you to think that you about to get this good old cookie box. And second of all, everybody's around. Like, there's so many people around. And what? So I felt like I had to do it, y'all. So I gave him a little peck. I gave him the little grandma, you know, little peck on the lips. So anyway, we walked to his car. He had a very nice car. He actually had the same car as Lyric. He had the same car as Lyric. Lyric, she had a white Escalade. He had a black Escalade. Real nice, big rim. So, I mean, he had money. He just wasn't attractive. You know, what I was remembering in my head from seeing him that night. So the first thing we do is we stop and get something to eat before, with my luggage in the car and everything. We stop, we get something to eat, and I'm just like, ooh, okay. He was like, I'm taking you to a real New York spot that everybody gotta come here whenever they come visit New York. We get you some like real New York food. I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Like, treat me. This is my first time here. I'm a tourist. I'm like a little kid in the candy store. Like, treat me, baby. So anyway, we go eat. After we go eat, I'm like, you know, I want to put my stuff away. I kind of want to freshen up. I've been on an airplane for like 3.5 hours. Like, I want to get cute. So he brings me to an apartment. And I'm like, what we doing here? He was like, oh, this is my apartment. This is where I stay. You don't want to stay here? And I'm like, we already discussed. I let you know already that I wanted a hotel and you told me yes. He was like, you really? Girl, making me feel bad. You really want to stay in a hotel? Really? But we're bond, we connected. It's going to be just a hassle for me to go drop you off every night, pick you up every morning. Like, you really? You really want a hotel? Like, really? You know, he was just almost making me feel like I'm childish, like I'm a little kid, like, kind of like, really? You really came out here to see me and you want to stay at a hotel? Like, really, that's what you want to do? And y'all know how New York niggas talk. Like, New York people just talk very aggressive. Like, everything they just say it with their chest. Like, kind of a little bit intimidating. You know, I'm from the South. Like, we got Southern hospitality. We smile and wave at our neighbor. We hold doors open for people. Like, we bred a little bit differently, okay? So, I'm like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. I'll stay here. Can I stay in a separate, like, can I have my own room? Somewhere else I could sleep, because I ain't sleeping in the bed with you, sir. Like, I'm just not even attracted to you at this moment. You don't look like how I remember, and you're being real aggressive, and you didn't give me the hotel that you promised. So, and the guest room, but, you know, he was like, you know, I would appreciate if you stayed in the room with me, but if you want to stay in the guest room, go ahead and stay in the guest room. So I stay in the guest room. I start, you know, unpacking my little stuff. I'm already just like, okay, this is like real bachelor pad. This is like kind of like, this is weird. Put on my little cute outfit, and he was like, okay, I got, you know, I got a couple little things to do, and then we're gonna go out tonight and we're gonna go eat again, and you know, we're gonna have fun. So I'm like, cool, you know, because it's a Friday, I gotta go back on Sunday. So we trying to make the best of the little time that we do have. I'm just spraying the hair down with water now, y'all. So he was like, I gotta go pick up my son and take him to a party. You gotta go pick up your what? And you want me to what? Ride with you? Like, sir, what? He was like, yeah, my son, he's 14. I gotta go pick him up, and he's going to a party. Y'all, I just met you. Now I gotta meet your son? Who do you want to tell your son I am? Like, who am I? Like, am I your friend? Am I your, like, what? Your son is definitely gonna ask, like, who is this girl? Like, who is this? So anyway, we go pick his son up from like around the corner. He was like standing at a bus stop. It was like so weird. And I just remember it wasn't school hours, so he wasn't just getting out of school, but little man was just waiting at a bus stop. Maybe that's where it was the pickup spot between the baby mama was like, you know, you can't pick him up from my house, and you know, just meet him at the bus stop. Maybe that's the agreement they had. I'm really not sure. It was just weird. But anyway, his son gets in the car, and you know, I say, hey, how you doing? Spoke to his son, and then he starts, you know, talking to his son like, oh yeah, you going to this party? And I can't do a New York accent, y'all, so I don't even want to try to play myself. I can't do a New York accent. But he kind of was like talking to his son like it was his homeboy. It was weird. He was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be there. You got a crush on anybody? Is that little shorty that you like gonna be there? Da, da, da. I'm like, this man is really talking to his 14-year-old son like this his partner, like this is homeboy. I'm like, what kind of, this is just weird. So his son was just like, no dad, no, there's nobody I got a crush on. You know, I used to talk to so-and-so. She's probably gonna be there at the party, but you know, I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, okay, this is some awkward shit, but okay. So he drops his son off at this little like teen party. It's like 7 o'clock at night. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. He drops his son off at this little teen party, and he tells him that he's gonna come back and pick him up around like 11 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, great. So whatever we're doing, we're gonna have to stop so he can be in daddy mode. Like, if you flying a bitch out, like, nigga, you should have all this shit set up to where that's already taken care of. Like, tell the grandma to go pick him up, have one of your sisters or your brothers, or, you know, the auntie, uncle, whatever. Like, you supposed to be with me, sir. Like, you ain't supposed to be having daddy responsibilities, and you done flew a whole chick out here. Like, come on, sir, like, get it together. And just a note to you men that watch me, get it together, have that shit taken care of, have all your little responsibilities taken care of if you're trying to fly a chick out, okay? So anyway, yeah, he drops his son off, and then we like run and do like errands and stuff. Like, he wants his car washed for the weekend. Like, we run to the cleaners, pick his clothes up so he can have something to wear for the weekend. There's like a lot of like little stuff that he has to do. Like, we running errands together, like we're a couple, like we've been together for years. Like, weird shit, you know what I mean? Like, shit, I shouldn't be in the passenger seat with you. Like, come on now, you done flew me out. Like, we here to party, turn up. I ain't here for a long time, I'm just here for a good time, okay? So anyways, we do all that. We go back to his house to get dressed, and I'll never forget, it was the weirdest thing. Like, I just remember his bathroom, like the plugs, the electrical outlets were like almost to the ceiling, not on the ceiling, but they were like above like where the mirror was. It was so weird to where I was just like, New York is just so weird to me. I'm like, New York is so weird. Like, why is the light thing way up here? So when I have to curl my hair, like the cord is coming down, and now the cord ain't long enough. And it was just, I just remember being like so frustrated, like, oh my God. So anyway, we we get ready for the night. I put on my little outfit or whatever, my little fly outfit. I have on my, I wore a YSL t-shirt that, once again, I had spent like the last of my money on. One thing about me, back then, I wore real stuff and I wore fake stuff. So like I said, I had that little tiny Christian Dior bag that I spent the last of my money on. I had on that $300 YSL t-shirt that night that I had spent probably the last of my paycheck on as well. Just, you know, I kind of did stuff to keep up with the Joneses. Like, I don't know. I was just young and I wanted to live that life, you know? So anyway, so we get dressed. We are, of course, have to pick up his son at this point before we can even go out to dinner or go out and do anything. So we go pick up his son from the party. It's about like 11:30 at night. His son get in the car all sweaty, stinking. I guess he was like pop locking, dropping it. I don't know what he was doing, but he got in the car and was like a little musty and stinking. He was like, "You had fun?" He was like, "Yeah, Dad, I had so much fun, and da-da-da, we did this, we did that, and that." Like just how a little kid is, you know. He had fun. He was telling his dad about it, and his dad was just so worried about, did you meet anybody? Did you got any phone numbers? You get the phone? I'm like, hey, why is his dad just so worried about pressuring him to be pushing up on chicks and stuff? He only 14 years old. Like, but anyway, so he dropped his son off. So we get back in the car, we go and we get something to eat, and we meet up with his homeboys. So we meet up with 2 of his homeboys, and it's just little old me and these 3, you know, big tall ass niggas. I don't know if they played in the NBA too or what they did, but they all like, you know, these are all like dudes 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", dark skin. You know, his homeboys was kind of cute. They was kind of handsome. I was just like, why I had to meet the ugly one? I had to make the ugly one. But so we all go out to eat. It's like cool. It's vibes. It's a good time. And then we go to the club afterwards. And y'all, I don't remember the names of anything. This was years ago. This was in the early 2000s. Like this was probably, I don't know, 2005, 2006. It was around somewhere like that. I don't remember the exact year. That's why I just keep saying early 2000s. My fucking camera's about to overheat again. Shit. But anyway, we go to the club, they have a section. So back then, I'm not used to like people being in sections and stuff. When I would go out and party, I would go out with my girls. They are popping bottles. And I'm just like, okay, and I'm the only chick. Like I feel just like, you know, special. You know, so the club wasn't that packed. It was one of those clubs where you can like, pretty much like see who's in there. It wasn't shoulder to shoulder like a jam-packed club. So me, I want to see who's in there. I want to go to the bathroom. I kind of want to walk around. I don't want to be with these old niggas. Like, y'all some old niggas. Let me see what's going on in this club. Like I said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So of course, I go, I walk around, and then I see a NBA player that I immediately recognize because he's my age, and I recognize him. I had watched a little documentary about him. I had mentioned him a while ago in a vlog or what do you want? Niggas always want to interrupt me. But this my little yeah. I'm gonna say that. So I recognize this NBA player. He looks at me and we just lock eyes, and then oh my God. So yeah, I see him. I see that he sees me, and it's just weird. We're wearing the same YSL t-shirt. I'm gonna pop pictures later on so you guys can see what I was wearing. But I was wearing a black and white YSL t-shirt, some red low-rise jeans from Forever 21, and some black peep toe pumps. And like a low-slung belt that was like low on my hips. And this is back when I was Blondie Gina. I used to wear platinum blonde hair for like over 10 years. So that's how everybody knew me, was just Blondie Gina. But anyway, so we lock eyes. We're gonna call this NBA player ST. And he was like, what's up? With his little thick New York accent. He was like, what's up? And I was like, what's up? He was like, where are you from? I said, I'm from Houston. He was like, oh, I like your accent. I said, and I like yours too. He was like, I like your shirt too. I said, but it looked better on you. Girl, when I tell y'all, he was like flirting tough. He was cute to me. And I just knew he was like that new like NBA player that had just hit on him and playing for like a year. maybe 2 at the time. He was still pretty like the new guy on the block, like fresh. Like I said, I had watched the documentaries about him. Like I knew who he was because I just knew like he was the guy coming out of high school that was like the big deal around that time. So anyway, he was a little bit younger than me. He asked me how old I was. I was like, I'm 23. He was like, oh, he either said he was 20 or 21. I can't remember. I think he said he was 21. He was like, oh, okay, with 21 love of 23. He's like, 21 love of 23. I said, oh, well, 23 loves 21 too. And y'all, we just started dancing. It was just like something out of a movie. We was just like dancing, like grooving on each other. And he was like, give me your number. He was like, I need to see you again. Like, I gotta see you. He was just like, you the baddest thing in here and da da da. So of course I gave him my phone number. We exchanged numbers or whatever. As soon as I got his number, here comes RJ. RJ comes walking up and was like, yo, what you doing over here? What you doing? Trying to like go off of me. He sees ST. He dabs him up because I guess he probably recognizes who each other is. Like I said, RJ is an older nigga who used to be in the NBA, now does the behind the scenes shit. ST is new in the NBA, young, you know, like fresh NBA dude. So they dab each other up or whatever. They say like a couple words to each other. Nothing on like no fucked up shit at all. Just like how men are. He may have told him, I don't know, like, oh yeah, she with me or whatever. I don't know. But I already got the number. He already got my number too. So it's done deal, baby. So he was like, come on, let's go back to the section. So I walk over. He was like, did you know him or something? Like, why you went over there to him? Like, did you know him? I was like, oh no. I said, I just saw that we had on the same t-shirt and that was all like, you know, I'm trying to play it off. I'm like, hopefully he didn't see me exchanging numbers with him. He probably did, but I don't give a fuck. This time, I'm like, yeah, I just, you know, we just saw that we had on the same t-shirt. He just gave me a compliment and like, really that was it. He was like, okay, all right. He was like, you don't need to be walking all around. You're not from here. You know, you need to stay with us in case anything happens. He kind of put on the little protective guy shit act now, the daddy act. And so he's like, you know, you need to stay with us. You know, we good over here. You don't need to be out there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So anyway, we in the night, he was like, you want to do something afterwards? He was like, you want to see like Times Square? And I'm like, yes, I want to see Times Square. Like I've never seen Times Square. And so if you go to New York, you gotta see Times Square. Everything's lit up, all of the big buildings, the big billboards, all the lights and stuff. It kind of reminds you of like how Vegas is with like all the lights everywhere. So we go on Times Square, we riding around or whatever. I'm acting real extra, real touristy, like, oh my God, I've never seen a Walgreens that's that big. Oh my God, there's a huge ass McDonald's. Oh my God, there's a big old 2-story this or that. So I'm just like, ah. This nigga then wants to pull over and have a fucking photo shoot in the middle of Times Square. So he was like, you want to take your picture? And I'm like, not really. He was like, yeah, come on, let's take pictures. Let's take pictures. We gotta have some pictures for memories. So he proceeds to pay some guy. There's like a photographer man. It's literally like 2-3 a.m. and there's a man on the side of the street that's like taking photos to where, and he's like has a little machine with the pictures being printed out and a little digital disc and everything. So I'm like, okay, wow, like, okay, we about to have a photo shoot. So I take all these pictures in the middle of Times Square. He's telling me how to pose and stuff, and then me and him take pictures together and all this and all that. So I'm gonna pop a couple pictures right here. This is how I looked in Times Square. I don't know what happened to the pictures of me and him. I probably threw them away. Actually, after him, I had a crazy ex that made me throw away a ton of pictures. Even like pictures of just my homeboys and stuff, people I didn't even date or anything. He had me throw away so many, even from like Kappa Beach Party pictures, he made me throw all them pictures away. But anyway, so maybe I threw them pictures of me and RJ away, I can't remember. But anyway, so we take all these pictures in Times Square, and then I'm just like feeling like, oh my gosh, like this is just, I'm living the life. So anyway, we go back to his apartment, and now it's like the moment of truth. Like, I'm back in the apartment. It's just all coming back to me now. Like, shit, I don't have my own hotel. Like, and now it's time to go to bed. Yes, I got my own room, but Lord Jesus, it's still the moment of truth. Y'all, since this is kind of like a get ready with me, this is like a get ready for bed with me, I'm gonna cleanse my face and put a mask on. So I'm just using just some little, they're by the brand Simple, just some cleaning cloths just to clean my face just a little bit, nothing major. He's like, just come sleep in the bed with me. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm not gonna do anything you don't want to do. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Just, he was like, just please. He was like, we just had such a good night. Come sleep with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let me put my pajamas on and I'm gonna come sleep with you. So I get in the bed with this nigga. He's all moving, grooving, trying to get next to me, trying to like be up on my ass. He want to spoon me. And he's like, can I kiss you? And I'm just like, no. I'm like, I'm so tired and I don't feel comfortable. Like, no. He was like, okay. He was like, can I go down on you? I guess he's thinking that that's gonna make me say, he like, come on, come munch on this cookie. No. Nigga, no. He was like, I ain't gonna stick it in, I ain't gonna do nothing. He was like, I just wanna please you, that's all I wanna do. And I'm like, no, I don't wanna kiss you. No, I don't want your mouth down below on me. No, like, nigga, go to sleep. I'm about to fake like I'm asleep, even though I can't, cause my nerves is too bad at this point. I can't fall asleep. I feel like I'm like now in like some type of episode of like the Twilight Zone, some horror movie. Like, fuck, now I gotta try to go to act like I'm asleep with this creep next to me. So anyway, I wound up going to sleep. So the next day is now Saturday, and he's like, you know, you want to go shopping? Like, what you want to do? You want to go shopping? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, yeah, whatever you want. He was like, I got you. Like, I'm gonna take care of whatever you want. Like, you just tell me where you want to go, and I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm like, baby, I done found me a baller for real. Like, first of all, you done flew me out here. I ain't had sex with you. I done met another little NBA baller on your dime, on your watch, and now you want to take me shopping? Did the gates of heaven just open up? Like, what? How did I get so lucky? Anyway, let me just tell you how dumb and stupid my naive ass was at the time. Just stupid, y'all. 23, young and dumb. Do you know where I told this man to take me? Do you know where I told this man to take me? And I don't even know if it's still around anymore. I believe it was called Canal Street, where they sold all the fake purses, all the fake bags. I told this man to take me to where they sold fake shit. And this is a nigga with money who's offering to pay for my shopping trip. Y'all, just thinking back, please don't make the mistakes that I made. Please don't. So he was like, really? He's just like, you really want to go there? Like, are you sure? He was like, you don't want to go to the mall? Like, and I'm like, no, I really want to go. Like, just stupid. So he was like, I know nothing about that area. He was like, I gotta call my sister. Like, yeah, my sister gotta go with us. So anyway, he calls his sister. His sister knows like the area, the good places to go to. Like, she knows everything over there. So anyway, so he goes, he picks his sister up, and I feel kind of weird just because I'm just like, I done met your son already. Now I'm meeting your sister. And this is like a whole trip. Like, this is a whole trip now, and I'm meeting your whole family. Anyway, so his sister's hella cool. Like, she already know what time it is. She knew what was up. So sister, hella cool. And it seemed like she already kind of knew. Like, he had already prepped her, like, you know, this is my little shorty that, you know, from Houston, whatever. So anyway, so he drops off, so he pulls out a wad of cash. He sends me and his sister with some money. He gave his sister money. He gave me money, and he was like, if you need any more, he was like, I'm about to be parked, you know, right over here. He's like, I'm not going out there. He's like, he was just like, I ain't going and being seen in no fake little area of Chinatown, whatever it is, buying no fake shit. He was like, I'm about to stay parked, and I'm about to sit in my car, and then y'all let me know when y'all are done. So anyway, so I'm like in heaven. I'm like, yes, give me that purse, give me that wallet, give me that t-shirt, give me this, give me that. So I'm buying all the fake shit up, when in reality, bitch, I could have went to the mall and could have got some real authentic shit. I could have got some real authentic shit. I'm just looking, I don't even want to get myself mad, but yes. So I got a bunch of fake purses, a bunch of fake shirts and wallets and keychains, and they even had perfume. They had fake perfumes. Like, I'm like, where am I? So I bought a bunch of shit. Like hadn't even given me enough money. I had to go back to him to get more money because I'm like, I need like this and that. So I'm leaving with a ton of bags. His sister only bought like 2 things because I'm sure she's probably she lives there. She's probably like used to it. She just go get stuff here and there. But anyway, so y'all, I'm putting on a nighttime mask. It's a CBD nighttime mask that I'm about to apply to my face. So anyway, so that's what we do. We eat. After we're done shopping, we eat, and the Chinatown place is so crazy. If you never experienced it, girl, it's like people that come out of like side doors, alleyways. Like, you want purse? You want purse? Come, follow me. Follow me. You walk through like this abandoned shit, up these stairs in this warehouse. You go down this corner, down that corner. Then they open this door into this room that has Gucci and Fendi and Louis from ceiling to floor. Like, it's just really, it's a cool experience. I don't wear, you know, I don't wear fake stuff no more, but if you do, if it's still around, that's like a cool experience to go to check out, because that was crazy how literally people come out the side of a little dark alleyway like, you want purse? You looking for shoes? You want Gucci? You want Louis Vuitton? And then you just like it, crazy. Then they have those vendors that were just, you know, out on the street, and they have their shit just laid out on the corner. You know, they got like 40 bags just laid out on the corner on top of a bed sheet. So, I mean, the people that are in those warehouses, of course, theirs is like a real business, and they have the better quality stuff. It's a little bit more expensive, and they have, she was like, here's a book. Like, she had me a book of stuff. I look a little bit different because my battery died this time. So I have my mask on. I just pulled my hair back. So anyways, as I was saying, yeah, we went out to eat with his sister. Then we wound up dropping her back off. Then we go back to his house, and it's like nighttime at this time. So we shower, we get dressed, we go to another club that Saturday night. Nothing like crazy happened in the club that night. I don't know, you know, there's nothing like, I didn't meet no baller, any extra ballers, anybody that night. Nothing weird happened. But we did go to a club. We went to an after club. Also, it was like a little, it was an after party, but it was just so like, there was only like about 20 people in there. It was kind of weird. It's not like how the Houston after hours are. The Houston after hours are more packed than like the regular club. It's like kind of crazy. But anyway, so that night was very uneventful. We came back. He, of course, asked me again, can I sleep in the bed with him? I did. He, of course, tried to do the little carpet munching, and I told him, no, I'm not, like, I feel uncomfortable. I don't know you. Thank you for buying me all my fake bags and all my fake shit that I bought today, but no, you're not tasting the rainbow tonight. Like, you're not tasting the rainbow on this trip. You're just not. Sorry, buddy, I don't know what you thought this was gonna be, but no. So, anyways, he was cool about it. Like, he didn't get no, like, attitude. Like, he begged and asked and pleaded, but he didn't get no attitude with me. A lot of niggas will be like, I'm gonna cancel your flight home. Like, bitch, you about to leave all that shit that I bought you here. Like, you know, niggas can get real aggressive. So he didn't. He was cool. He took it to the chin like a G. So anyway, so the next day I wake up and it's time for me to go. My trip has come to an end. It's Sunday. I'm going to be, I gotta get back to Houston because I gotta go to work on Monday. I gotta pick my child up, take my child to school on Monday the next morning. So my trip came to an end. He took me to the airport and he asked for a kiss, and of course I gave him another little granny peck, and I was cool to give him the granny peck now because it's like, I'm gone. I'm home free. This is done. You know, so I gave him a little peck or whatever. So I get on my flight, I go home, and I see my girl Lyric. And Lyric is like, girl, how was the trip? Like, how was everything? And I was just like, it was cool, you know, I had fun. And she's like, y'all fuck? And I'm like, girl, no, like, he was not cute with them sunglasses off. He looked old, like, he just, like, he looked like an old man. He was bald headed and da-da-da. Like, I just did not, I wasn't attracted to him. She was like, girl, okay, well, did you get anything? Did he give you any money? Did you go shopping? Lyric was one of those girls, like I said, she talked to the ballers. She had money. Like, she was one of them that she was accustomed to that life. Like, so she's really, she opened my eyes to a different side at a young age. So, you know, she was kind of the one who, when he asked me to go out to New York, she was the one who was pushing it. Was like, girl, you better go. Like, go. Like, you only live once. Like, why would you not go? Are you crazy? Like, this is a rich nigga who wants to take care of you and take you on a trip. Like, girl, you better go. So, you know, she was the one who kind of like broke me into like, you know, kind of like being in exclusive parties, being around people with money. Like, girl, don't talk to this broke dude. You need to talk to this nigga with money. Like, well, what you doing? You're too pretty to be talking to this broke man. Like, you too pretty. Like, you can get a baller easily, you know? So she kind of like, you know, y'all know how it is. You have that one friend that kind of, if you don't know, that kind of just opens your eyes to like a different life out there, to a different like, just to how you should be living and how the type and caliber of men you should be talking to. So I actually got a call from ST, as I told you, that was the young NBA player. I got a call from him. He was like, what you was doing with that old nigga? Like, why you was out of town with that old nigga? That's not a good look for you. And I know exactly who he is. He lame and this and that. And I'm just like, oh, wow. And so he actually asked to fly me out 2 weeks after that, which is another crazy story. He asked to fly me out 2 weeks after that, but that's not part of today's story time. This is about my very first fly out, and that was my very first time being flued out for the weekend. Just young, a lot of things that I would have done differently now that now I know the game. I've been there, done that plenty of times, and you know, it's just a lot of stuff that I would have done different. And you know, there's just certain things that the do's and don'ts of being flued out. So, but yeah, that's my story, guys. And actually, I had met an NFL player because of Lyric. Me and her had went to another it wasn't a charity event, but it was like some football player's birthday, girl. And I met another football player, fine. We gonna call him CJ, NFL player, fine. I was about to describe his hair, but I'm not gonna do that because it's gonna give it away. But anyway, so I met him at this party that she had brought me to. She was just one of those girls. She was an it girl of her time. She was in the know of everything. Like, she knew of all the NFL parties, NBA parties. She knew the players, like, and we would just literally just walk in and didn't have to, it wasn't no line. Like, she was that girl. She was that girl. And I was cool with her for probably about like 2 or 3 years. And then she wound up moving away because she wasn't from Houston. I can't remember where she was from. She had an accent, like she was from like Philly, or she was from, I can't really remember. I don't want to get to lying on here. So, but anyway, she had wound up leaving Houston. Like I said, me and her were cool for about like 2 years. And then once she moved, we lost touch. I have not talked to her in probably like 12 years. So, but yeah, guys, that was my first time getting flued out. I just learned a lot from that very, very first time. So, okay, guys, so I am going to wash this mask off my face in a minute. Then I'm going to come back, finish the rest of my hair, let you guys see how the hair looks. I'm gonna let you guys see my nighttime outfit, and then we going to sleep because baby, it's midnight. Okay, you guys, we are back. I'm just going to finish off my nighttime get ready with me with some vitamin C serum. This is from Teamy. So just gonna put that on my face. You can't forget the neck. You can't forget the nose, the forehead, underneath the eyes, everything. Yes. Let me show you guys my outfit, what I'm wearing to bed, all alone. All alone, sad, I know. So this is my outfit that I'm wearing to bed. I got this from Didi's Discounts. It is just a little two-piece set that I paid, I wanna say $11.99 for, either $11.99 or $12.99. Super cute, super stretchy, and yeah, I love going to bed looking cute. Y'all should already know that by now. I don't wear no muumuus or no grandma clothes to bed. Even if I'm going to bed alone, I want to feel sexy and I want to feel, you know, I want to feel good. I light a candle, I turn on some YouTube, I have my wine, and I feel good, you know. Skin looking good, hair looking even better. This is the finished look of the hair. The hair is probably about 40% dry. All I put in it was water, mousse, and a little bit of oil. This is the oil that I use. I actually put it in off camera because my camera had overheated and cut off. But this is how we look. It looks cute. It's a really soft, like, even though it is a very wavy unit, it's not one of those that your fingers are gonna get caught in the hair. Like, it's not one of those where it's like kinky. These are like nice, soft, pretty waves. So if you like that big hair, definitely rock it like that. If you like it a more polished look, then don't run your fingers through it. Put a lot more product in it, and then it'll just give you those defined, you know, waves like how it is now. So this is it, you guys. Make sure to check out Beauty Forever hair. They have kinky curly, they have wavy hair like this, they have colored hair, natural hair, platinum blonde hair. They got bundles, units, closures, frontals, whatever you need, they got. They ship fast, and I absolutely love them. I work with them all the time, and I will be working with them again in the future. Thank you to them once again for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want any more story times, let me know. I might got another 1 or 2 up my sleeve. I don't have a whole lot of crazy hotels. But anyways, guys, I hope you loved today's video. Please comment down below. What do you think of today's story time? What do you think of this hair? How do you like it on me? And yeah, until next time, bye besties.